good assortment of lures, but I want to go ahead and upgrade my arsenal and get two nice, fresh, juicy lures out there for them. And I'm going to take you guys through how to put that together. So check this out. I'm going to put you here on the pencil here. Let me give you a couple of items you need. A lot of items you need. You need a crimping tool. You need hooks. These are size 9s. They typically will come with a size 10. These are 9s. I don't really like these all that much. I like them a little longer. But we're going to go with these guys today. So these are two size 9s. I'm going to be making 2 lures. Got an assortment of cables that I have, I'm recycling, if you will. So I'm going to make some of those. You need your beads. Then you're also going to need crimping. Now, since these are stainless steel, you need stainless steel crimps. So these are expensive but good. You will need some heat shrinks, different assortment of sizes. All right. And then you need to, what I like starting with is a head that's already weighted. I love these. These are made by Jag, I guess, or something like that. See if you guys can see that. Highly recommend these guys. They're already heavily weighted, which is very nice. And so that's at the core of the lure. I got myself another pink. You guys know I love pink. So we're going to create another pink. And then, once we have that done, then, you got your assortment of different skirts you can use. And we're going to be double skirting, give it a little bit of thickness, girth, if you will, to it. So you'll see that as you go through it. I'm going to take you through that. A lot of things take into consideration when you're doing these, but recycling these cables is great. Actually, I got these from just the ones you purchase right in the stores in your local bait shops. These Wahoo lures, they make the cable way too long. So I harvest them. Right, they only should be probably about 3 feet long at the most, because the lure will slide up and down. As if fish has it in its mouth, and another one will come over and cut you off. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to share this with you and hope you catch some more Wahoo. Alexa, stop. Hey, folks. So we're going to do a couple of these rigs for you. Need some cable, stainless steel. So first step, make sure that tag end is completely as free as it can. Get a real nice cut on it. You don't stick yourself, and this fits in here. Even me with my bad eyesight, I was able to do that, no problem. Get it in first. Come from the back side. And just get that sucker back in there. Keep yourself a little bit, it'll stick out. Grab it with your crimper. And make sure that you are centered. Okay? We're going to bow tie this thing. Don't worry about getting a big piece there. Make sure this guy is straight. Just walk it down. And give yourself, just pinch it so you don't have to hold it anymore. Doing it with one hand, that's not easy. There we go. All right, so it's bow tied, if you will. And I'm going to give it all the way through. So that should hold, no problem. That's a bow tie. That's what you want. Okay. A little bit of play, and this is going to be my back hook. And I'm going to give it a little nudge on either side of the bow tie. Just a little extra little love tap there, because it makes me feel better. Put a lot of time and effort. Last thing I want this thing to do is to lose it. Right? There you go. Right there. So what you're looking at here is you don't want to pinch them in the sides here because they will cut into the cable. Just bow tie them in the center. You are good to go. All right? As you can see, we've got a tag end. We're going to deal with that. I'm going to just get just a little bit of that. A lot of people, by the way, like to double put double crimps. That's not a bad idea, to be honest, but we're not going to double crimp. Get that other part out. Okay. Now we're going to measure. Now I'm going to measure for my next guy. I'm thinking right here is good. Right about there. I'm going to give myself just a little bit extra to be able to work the cable. Get a nice clean cut. Nice clean cut here. I'll tell you what, those pliers are pretty good. They're pretty sharp. Okay. Now I'm going to put all the heat sink and heat shrink stuff in there now. I did go to the store and grab some more. Those are the big ones. Ace Hardware here in the Keys. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so first piece is probably bigger than I need for the backside. I'm going to go ahead and probably get 2 pieces out of that. So we're going to cut that one in half. Not the best scissors. I think those are going to have to bite the bullet here shortly. I'm just going to feed it through the actual hook, and I'm going to leave it there. Okay, it's just going to stay there. Then we need the piece that's going to cover here. All right. So right up to the hook. A little bit extended outside that. The whole thing can stay there. So we're going to use that whole piece. And it's going in there. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I want something that's the size of the actual cable. You know, just for shaping reasons. These guys are nasty teeth. And this'll save the lure from having to redo it right away. Sometimes they wreck them. And I want them to wreck them because I want to sucker in the boat. This part's really critical. Because you're gonna want that loop. You're gonna come in from the backside here, right? And you're gonna come around, and we want that loop to end up like this on the side. See that? We're gonna that loop to be here. So you need space to be able to create that loop sideways, because that's what's gonna leave. That's what's gonna make this guy track right. Sure it's centered. I'm gonna squish it one time there so you can work with it. Make sure it's correct. So that would be correct for me. That's what I like. It's sitting on top, right? But it's not really secured yet, right? You can see how that guy and this guy, they're not happy. But I'm gonna put heat shrink on top of that. That's gonna secure it. Right. All right, one way to test that it's going to track right, I haven't heat shrinked it yet, right, is that you kind of just flip it and see if that lines up, if they're nice and straight. Flip it on the other side. It's a little bit high here. You can adjust that a little bit, but I think that's very acceptable. It's very acceptable. Okay, here's the other one I did. This guy's ready to go, rock and roll. That one's perfect. This guy, not bad. Not bad at all. Love these blue and whites, guys. Weighted already. Can't beat it. Okay. Blue and white. And my favorite. Pink. Already weighted as well, but not as much. A little bit further back in the water column. Closer to the water column, closer in. All right, so what's the next step? We've got hooks. Now, we've got a skirt selection. And so I'm going to stay blue and white. So we're going to get white and blue. So these two are going to be one lure right there. And we're going to go pink pink and white. Right? This will be our next lure. You need to cut a little hole on these. Get the line through. Very small hole. Very, very small hole. Okay? Be very stingy with that hole you make. Because the weight will squeeze through there. No bigger than that. Okay? Turn it upside down. And shove this guy in there. Turn it upside down. Okay? And just make sure it goes all the way in. All the way. Now we've got a nice thick presentation, right? Blue and white. Blue and white. Isn't that pretty? All right. Then weights. I like putting weights in the head. These guys are already weighted. You probably don't need weights. And it really depends on what weights I have available to put in there. I like maybe 6 ounces, 8 ounces to put in there. Extra. If you put too much, it might cause it to wobble a bit and not be effective. So you've got to be careful with the weights. Okay. All right. Found some weights. I think these are 6 ounces each. All right. That is in there. Okay, we're good to go there. We've got weighted lures, 2 beautiful weighted lures. We've got the heads. We got our hooks. All right. Now we need cable. All right, we are in business. All right. Bigger. This is how you make your lure bigger. Through these beads. Okay. So you just, as you have fed this through already, you just put these beads in here. It's seriously shaped, so doesn't want to go in. Put the other one. So we'll put 3. I normally don't put more than 3. Yeah, this is, might have to cut it again. No, it's working. There we go. So we got 3 of those bad boys. The beads are gonna hit up. You guys can see here. They're gonna hit up again, right against this, and it's gonna protect the lure. It's gonna protect the weight, and it's exactly what you want. Okay. Put 1 in there. Perfect. Okay. And I come in by the backside. Okay. And then, you know, we're gonna do a bow tie, right? Bow tie it. Okay. Try not to leave any tag end, because this connection here is what's gonna hit the beads. Right? The beads are gonna bounce up against this right here. So if you've got a tag end coming out, it's gonna hit against that, and it's gonna shape and start cutting the beads. So you just leave nothing if you can. All right. That's gonna be your lure. Right there. Okay. All right, guys, ready to rock and roll. All right, so these guys are tail biters. All right. So it's absolutely critical that you trim this thing. This is an extra long lure, right? I mean, it's long. I mean, normally my lures aren't this long. We're gonna play with these longer lures this time. Big baits, hopefully big fish, right? So I want to trim these just before this last hook. Okay? So I'm going to trim this. I don't want any of these tentacles, if you will, here, because they're going to come here and they're going to come in and they're going to bite this back hook. All right? Or they're going to come in and they're going to miss everything. They're going to bite back here thinking this is the tail, miss everything. So we're going to trim this back. I'm going to put you down on both hands. I don't know if you can see that, but sorry if you can't. You'll see the end result. we go. There's the lure. I trimmed it just below that, just above that hook. And this guy, it's got a 6-ounce weight inside. This guy's already weighted. I'm probably going to put this as my shortest lure. Okay, well, here are the 2 new weapons for the arsenal. Blue and white. She came out really nice. Nice and straight. And here's the pink and white. They are pretty. We'll see if we can get them tight tomorrow. Till next time, thanks for tuning in.